Good morning. It's me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot. And we're here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy inside of ourselves, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if we want to see change, we need to shift and flow and change the energy within. You can come here to glean information about a specific person. You will find out information about that person, but it's most likely because they are a reflection of you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is a collective reading and there are a lot of people that come to listen. And finally, I have a big announcement to make. So whenever I greet you every morning, I say that I'm Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and that's what I am. But for the last 2 years, I've really been Pearl from Tuned In Tarot, and that's not who I am completely. So I want to own that and take some time back to myself to do music. And I'm also giving a lot of my time away for free, and my time is valuable, just like your time. So from now on, I will be doing one live free reading, most likely for 2 to 2.5 hours on Monday mornings. This is the reading. And I will be doing this for free every week from now until I decide not to. But I will now be doing on my website for members only, one Tell Me Everything spread each week. And I will alternate most likely either the obstacles removed or a release and rebuild spread every other week. So if you want more readings, you will have to support me. I do appreciate everybody who is supporting me. And I look forward to welcoming more people into the collective on pearlandprayers.com. If you'd like to become a member, it's really easy. Just click the box below. There's all the directions, instructions, etc. So TikTok is also going to be just TikTok's the same. I'll still be there, probably not 6 days a week though. But I'm still going to be doing the mini readings over there, and I'll pop in to do a live reading now and again. And Sundays with Grace Strega on TikTok and Instagram still stand. And this weekend we will have probably a lot of posts for you because we will be in Vegas and meeting each other in person for the first time and having a lot of fun. A really nice hotel room. It's going to be such a treat. I haven't been on vacation in like 4 years. So I'm very excited. But yeah, I can't support myself if I give all of my time away. And I can't do music because I don't have time. I'm doing a lot of readings. So if you'd like to book me for a personal reading, or you would like to be able to see the other 2 readings I'm planning to do this week, please become a member at pearlsprayers.com. All right, that announcement is done. And now we will dig in to the tune in. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I got a beautiful message from a friend today reminding us that we really are our own Valentine. And for those of you that are like, oh, it's stupid, I don't care about it, I don't believe you. It's literally a saint's day that's celebrated. And obviously it's became a capitalist holiday, but so did Christmas, and the solstice still has meaning. So it still has meaning. And it's fine to feel the meaning or to feel sadness or whatever you feel today, but acknowledge it. Don't just try to shove it down. Okay. So, okay, there's beeping horns here. Let's get into it. You came here for a reason. Likely there is some kind of a thing that you think that if it happens, you're going to feel better. If you hear messages about that thing happening, you're going to feel super good about it. You might want relief. You might want help releasing something. There's a lot of different reasons that you might come here. So I just want you to think about that reason just gently for a moment. What do you think you would like to hear today that would really make you feel better? Whatever that thing is, that is what you think you need. What you actually need that will actually make you feel good is the 4 of Pentacles and the truth. An honest desire to know and speak the truth produces beneficial results. The Four of Pentacles is having a solid foundation. And it's interesting because part of my announcement today to only do one free reading a week is about not having have a solid foundation while working all the time. My son called me to chat last night, and I was still working, doing the free readings I offered on TikTok. And he asked me for something, and I couldn't pay for it, and I cried. I was like, I've been working all day. And I realized I was doing that to myself. I was doing that to myself. So this feeling of having a stable foundation is actually what you really need. And it's something that you need to feel within self. There is also messages within the Four of Pentacles about the outside world, the external environment. Oh, good morning. I'm seeing you there elevated. How you are perceived by others, and themes of holding on to things too tightly, grasping, and letting go. So those are all the things that you need to think about today. And it's having an honest desire to know and speak the truth produces beneficial results. This is like having an honest desire to know and speak the truth about these concepts, about your financial foundation, your stability in general in your life, whether you're clinging too much to something and need to let it go, or not grounded enough. Like, what is it that you need? You want to be really honest with yourself when you're hearing these messages. All right, we are going to start with Divine Masculine side of self today because all of his cards were showing except for one placement. And the way that we do the tune in, headspace, and then the heart space after, and then we go inside. Remember, your person is not just one energy. Your person, just like you, is composed of both masculine and feminine energies. So the messages that you get from both sides apply to you equally as they do to your person. Okay, so the masculine side of self, the top of the deck, overall headspace for the masculine, we're using the Housewives Tarot today, is the Eight of Swords. But it's the feminine we're seeing here, and she's an hors d'oeuvre. I always think of this when I look at this image. I always think about not being the main dish, but being the hors d'oeuvre, being the side dish, being something small that's not like the main focus or main priority. She's wearing an apron with a heart on it, and I just immediately am thinking of Valentine's Day. So the masculine is really thinking about the divine feminine and how guarded she likely is, protecting herself from being hurt again by the potential for just being something that is just like on the side, just a little tidbit that's being offered, not the main focus. And so because that was her experience, he's thinking, this is what he's thinking, because that's what she experienced from me, it's likely that she is going to protect herself from me. It's not going to be easy to get through that mental prison that she's in, that is this story of me, not prioritizing her. Okay. Now, if he's thinking about the divine feminine protecting herself from this, what is he doing? He's protecting himself from going towards the divine feminine by being afraid or over mentalizing her, not wanting him to go there. So it's literally reflecting back to him what it is that he's doing. He's being protective of getting hurt by being rejected because he hurt her. And the thing is, I feel this is something he's conscious of. I don't think that this is something he's not conscious of. Actually, I take that back because of the heart space. We'll get there later. He might not be conscious of it actually, but he's definitely reflecting. He might just, it's 8:22 on the clock. He might just be thinking of the divine feminine in this way, not realizing that him thinking of her this way is literally him strapped into this and unable to move just like her. The niggling thing in the back of his mind that's bugging him is this Fool energy. He definitely is really, he's like, I have to take this leap. I have to take this leap. But we're seeing the feminine here, and she's stepping off of a rooftop, and her baggage is like spilling out all behind her. There's makeup, a wallet, and an engagement ring. So I'm seeing here, he's thinking about all the shit the feminine is bringing with her, all of her stuff, her past. And I think he's thinking that she's being really cautious because of that. This is really this theme. He knows this divine feminine is going to be really cautious with me when I want to start out with her. The first thing on his mind is the Four of Cups upright. So he's really fantasizing a lot about how to give her this offer. And look how like surprised she is because it's so big. Oh my God. If you did not see the Instagram stories for today's reading, first of all, very sexy. We had two like super sexy songs. Can't remember the name of the first one, but the Miley Cyrus song Fweaky that she did there with Wayne Coyne, and Broke Leg by Tory Lanez and Quavo and Tyga, and a piano concerto that was instrumental. Right smack dab in the middle. So yeah, there's some freaky energy going on. Anyway, he's thinking about really wanting to surprise divine feminine with this massive offer. But of course, this is the fantasy. This is in the place that I consider the past placement. This is why it's the first thing on his mind, is because he's been thinking about it a lot, because it's been going on the longest. So he's been imagining this offer for so long now. And it's not a coincidence that in the first picture, we see him giving her this big offer. And in the second picture, we see her drink that offer. So this is the Six of Cups. And we're seeing this past connection with this feminine energy is really on his mind. He's really hoping that she can maintain some of the innocence from that time. He's very much seeking this reunion with her, especially because of these next cards coming up here. If I don't knock all my cards down. We've got the Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Now this little card will not stop haunting me. Actually, these two have been coming out quite a lot for me. So he wants to reunite for sure, because the next thing that's on his mind is actually moving with the feminine, and this Page of Pentacles energy here, which is like making some kind of a small offer, traveling towards her, making an offer to take something to the next level. But also, I'm seeing that divine masculine is thinking that because of his past behavior, okay? Remember, this is his headspace. And these are all the reasons why divine feminine is protecting herself from him. his fantasy of giving her something so big, okay, so impressive, resulted in him never accepting her offers of love, because he was just like, no, I'm not ready for that. I need to give you something more than I can right now. So I'll come soon. I won't be long. Years pass by, and Divine Feminine now is remembering, this past, and that's lemonade, right? That's having to take something sour and make it sweet, right? And he fears that because he didn't accept this offer that she was giving, that her reflection upon the past, that bitterness, that sourness, could cause her to walk away, because she's got a suitcase here and she's like, see you, because of this third party energy, like, bye. And because Divine Masculine was never giving her more than breadcrumbs, right? Keeping her on the side. So this is what he's thinking. This is why she would protect herself from me, because I did this to her. So there's those two layers. There's fantasizing about giving her this big offer now to make up for the past, so that they can move on together and start. And he's got to start somehow small, make a small gesture. But the reason why they're in this situation, because of the past, of what has happened in the past, and has caused the Divine Feminine to want to just peace out. The card clarifying this Four of Cups, the fantasy, is the Five of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Swords is about being defeated and walking away. And it's like this mental struggle. And whenever I see this image, I always think of somebody being cut down to size. So happy Valentine's to you too. I'm just seeing that message. So we're seeing here that Divine Masculine does not want to be defeated by the past. He doesn't want to be defeated by the mental struggle that kept him from accepting the offer or giving her this offer that he was intending to give her. He's really not wanting to be defeated by this. And he's trying not to think about it. He knows that if he thinks a lot about how he didn't meet Divine Feminine's expectations, that he's going to freak himself out. So he's really trying not to think about it. Instead, he's trying to release this fear. Okay. This is clarifying the Six of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is this is really, really, really applying to my masculine side of self, because I'm trying not to think about how the work that I have done in the past has not resulted in any abundance or prosperity. I just made the announcement today that I'm going to only have one free reading a week, and that you will need to be a member to see the other two readings I plan to do each week. And that's all I'm going to do now, because I was giving all time and energy and work and focus, and I wasn't receiving anything in return. So that's how this is how this applies to myself. For my person, it will be a similar thing, but it will be the time and energy that he was investing into some other feminine was keeping Divine Feminine out in the cold. So he wasn't able to reconnect with her, reunite with her. And it can be his work in the material world, or it can be work that he had to do for someone else, like work to release himself from somebody. It doesn't even matter what it is, but this is definitely what was keeping him from being able to be abundant. This past belief, like past limiting beliefs about his ability to provide, and to offer anything to the feminine energy. And the final card in the headspace is this Ace of Wands. And this is what is clarifying the Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. And again, there is this double storyline here. He desires very much to move to this next level with the feminine, to make some kind of a gesture to start this relationship. He wants to get it started. This is like spark, the initiation, like making it happen. But this is also that he's thinking about how divine feminine is likely protecting herself from him because of his sexual energy and the recklessness with which he acted that caused her to go away. So there's those two layers there. All right, now we're going to be looking at the heart space, and we're going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot. The first card that's coming up the top of the deck, this is the overall heart space. The overall feeling right now is this Four of Swords. So this is faith for me very much, but it's also this unconsciousness about how his fears of the divine feminine protecting herself is also him protecting himself from being fully awakened in this love, from fully expressing and communicating. He's still protecting himself from communicating in this way. So he is awakening to this, though. It is not something that he's gonna not be conscious of. The feeling, though, is he has faith. He's at rest in his heart. His heart is not, it's 8:33 on the clock. His heart is not in turmoil. If he feels faith, like he can finally just like rest. Something has ended, and there is grief from the ending, but it's like he's processed it. He's healed it. The niggling thing in the heart space is the Empress in reverse. And this is what's clarifying that Fool energy, where he was thinking about wanting to make this fresh start with the divine feminine while also thinking about all the baggage she carries. And this Empress card in reverse is sort of like that. It's like these are the last like dredges of this distorted feminine energy, the fears about the feminine energy that have lingered with this masculine, about a feminine being grasping or suffocating, over mothering, over emotional. The only caution that is left is having to do with healing these wounds received from the maternal figure in his life, or the maternal energy. And that's going to be an ongoing process. That's not like, oh, he has to do that and then he can come into union. That is just, he's always going to be healing those wounds. Like those wounds will eventually, there will be scars, and there will just be, like my burn that I have. You can barely see it now, but it's still it's still healing. I can do everything. I don't have to cover it up anymore. I don't have to protect it, but it's still healing, and I might end up with a scar, although it looks like I probably will not, right? Depending on how well the healing process goes, how well you tend to the wound, that's like how big the scar is going to be. All right, let's go into the heart space now to clarify the head space. Clarifying this Four of Cups, we have the Father of Swords in reverse. So this is the heart space actually kind of being angry with himself. I feel him being like, cut it out. Like, cut out this fantasy. Like, cut out this just fantasizing about this. He wants to emotionally detach because he feels that this emotionality he has is causing him to fear actually grounding the union, actually making it happen, actually offering anything to the feminine, which in and of itself is accepting her offer of love that was extended long before. So he's really trying to just cut that out, like the fear and he's being really kind of harsh. And the reason why this feminine is going to be so surprised at this offer is because this is what he's been like. He's been so icy cold and aloof that when she actually sees what he's bringing to her, she's just going to be shocked. Clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords again, but it's in reverse now. So the headspace, afraid, I don't know, she's going to protect herself from me. The heart space is like, no, she's not. She's not. Intuitively, you have this past connection, this deep past connection, that she does trust you, that she does feel safe with you. And ultimately, she is going to let you in. There's nothing to fear and you don't need to protect yourself. That's how his heart is feeling, which is really encouraging. It's also about him releasing past behaviors that really kept him from achieving what it was he desired. This small gesture that would help them move to the next level. This is being clarified, interestingly, by the Two of Cups in reverse. So this is where I am feeling from this headspace that there's more mentalizing going on right now about what caused Divine Feminine to leave him than about, how to actually make this happen with her. I think he knows how to make this happen. It's really not that complicated. So for me, this is really just him processing the reasons behind Divine Feminine hitting the road and just being like, yeah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Like, you do you, right? He's understanding it's because he was childish in how he approached her, that he didn't offer much, that he gave small offers to other, people. So this is him being really understanding, empathetic, seeing this from Divine Feminine's perspective and being like, yeah, that sucked. That sucked. But he's not going to be defeated by this mental struggle because he's been working so diligently on it. There's the Eight of Pentacles again, only this time it's upright from the heart space. And it's this card with the spider on it, which we know means that you trust your intuition, that if you build it, they will come, right? You build the web and then you trust that the abundance will be provided. You go where you're told. You follow your instincts. You don't think too much about it. He's also used the workspace to frequently try to eliminate this focus, this mental focus. I realize a lot of like the free readings I'm doing all the time and the working I'm doing all the time, it's really keeping me from thinking and figuring out the things that I need to figure out that I don't want to. So he's used the workspace to try to stop himself from thinking too much about the whole situation. But what's clarifying this Five of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles is the Sun. Happiness, joy, and enlightenment. And it's if I'm no longer afraid, if I'm no longer focused on the material and focused on my lack, I could just be happy. I could just be happy. If I wasn't thinking all the time about how I'm going to, get these flies, I could just feel so relieved. I had a moment of relief today. I have these plans to go to Vegas. Everything has been just like, I wanted to have this all sorted out like months ago. And it's just taken a while for it to develop. And then I had somebody who's going to watch Bowie and it fell through. And I was like, oh my God. And, I've been getting this pressure, this pressure from the universe to change how I work because it's not resulting in abundance. So I know that I'm putting my work into, or myself into something that's not really being valued, and I have to like assess that. So I'm like trying to sort all this out and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with Bowie. And then I decide this morning that, you know, I'm just not going to give away so much for free. That doesn't really make any sense. I'm working a lot and I should be paid for the work I do. So I made that decision and I told my friend, and then I went down to walk my dog. And then as soon as I went outside, I saw the neighbor that I've been hoping to just run into just to see if they were free on the weekend, and like, because they love Bowie and they always play with her. And it just worked out immediately. As soon as I stopped trying, forcing, like railing at something, as soon as I was like, you know what I'm doing isn't working. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something different. If this is, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't make any sense. Right? Then the universe is like, yes, that's right. You need more time to be creative. You need more time to make the art that you intend to share with the world. You need more time to bring joy and prosperity to others. And what you are doing is really not accomplishing that right now. You have to shift. So the divine masculine is having the same kind of relief and joy and enlightenment that comes from like, wait, everything I was doing, all the work I was trying to do to bring the feminine out of that wasn't doing anything. That she didn't even need any of that stuff. She just literally wanted me to be like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. I need to do all that, right? I am blown away because I know this is insanity. Holy shit. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's 8:44 on the clock. It's fine. Okay. This Ace of Wands is being clarified by the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Lovers on Valentine's Day. Oh. He wants to end separation and come into union. And he's happy about it. Feels good. It feels like a relief. Wait till you see. Wait until you see. I'm not going to tell you. I just know because I use the vice versa tarot. So just wait till you see. All right. I'm going to drink my water. All right. That's how divine masculine thinks and feels. After we look at the divine feminine side, we will go back over to the masculine and we will do his oracles and offer him some advice and perspective so that he can shift any of the energy that is not working out, like that over mentalizing and stuff. Okay. Let's look at the divine feminine. I got to flip everything over. Okay. Divine feminine, top of the deck, overall headspace. The Six of Wands from the Mystical Moments Tarot. And she is good. This is success. And it is overcoming an internal struggle from the 5 to the 6. It is her. I feel like how she's being perceived also is as a successful individual. She's successful right now because she's able to be still. She's able to be present with this hummingbird spirit and actually enjoy the nectar. Good. That's her overall headspace. The niggling thing, the 5 of Swords. So, divine feminine might feel successful, but she's having a little bit of a mental struggle regarding this masculine from the past. Looks like maybe somebody that she released or somebody that, you know, a relationship that decayed or ended. wonder what type of flower that is. Is that a white rose? Look, his heart is gone and there's a cage over it. So divine feminine is struggling. Struggle because it's my struggle. But it's like, I believe in my success. I believe in my victory. But I'm still stuck with an image of this masculine, this other image of this masculine. The older one. I'm struggling against that. I want to walk away from that idea of him because I know that prevents me from truly enjoying my success. First thing on her mind, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is really not wanting to be a perfectionist anymore, not wanting to go so slowly, not wanting to plod towards victory, but to gallop towards it. And feeling an urgency that if she doesn't get moving, she's going to be stuck in time. Just become part of the scenery. And here we have the Eight of Swords. I think that was 3 decks giving us the Ace of Swords. I mean 8, not ace, 8 of Swords, but there is the ace embedded in this 8 of Swords. So divine masculine's pretty in tune with the feminine because there she is in this present moment protecting herself from the masculine energy that has been so withholding. So this is the internal struggle we're looking at. This is the 5 of Swords. It's right here in the headspace. She doesn't want to stay stuck in time. She doesn't want to have this idea of perfection trap her. Because if things have to be perfect, you can never do them because perfect is not attainable. So she's really thinking about this boundaries, like having to maintain these boundaries with herself, like thinking, oh, there's this perfect person and I just have to wait for this perfect person, because the next card that's coming up is the Emperor in reverse. Also Empress in reverse. So we've got the counterparts here and they're in reverse. And this is who she's protecting herself from. This, any kind of masculine energy that's distorted. So any controlling behavior within her, any rigidity, any stubbornness. Like I had my shamanic healer told me months ago that she saw that I really needed to give people more of a drop than the whole bucket. After that, I communicated with somebody else who told me that I was giving away too much and that I should, have extended readings, which I, sort of vaguely started the membership on my site with the Tell Me Everything Spreads. And then I had another person tell me that based my astrologer telling me that based on my chart, giving things away is actually really against my chart. But I was stubbornly holding on to this idea that if I didn't provide help for people for free, then I was somehow being a bad person. Because when I didn't have a lot of money, I needed help. Well, I got it and I found it. And so will the people who need it. And I don't have to be the one who depletes myself so that the people who were in the position that I am in can, continue to be in that position because they fear that they won't be able to afford my services or my $3 a month subscription. Okay. I had to release that. That is that rigidity, that stubbornness. Like, no, I can't do that. Like, I can't accept money for the work that I do. Knight of Swords in reverse. This is Divine Feminine not wanting to be stuck, but also not wanting to go too fast, not wanting to be too reckless. And this is about her really longing to see the truth, to get clarity, to hear communication from this person that has been withholding from her. Because she wants to protect herself from any sign of distorted energy in the masculine, she wants to go really slowly. But remember, she feels successful. So she obviously doesn't not want to entertain masculine energy. She just wants to protect herself from anything that smells like distorted masculine. Because what she does want to do is take it slow, but reunite. 3 of Cups. She wants to keep healthy boundaries, but she does want to reunite or to date or, to socialize in some way. She does want to actually leave that hermit energy, celebrate, have fun, have a good time. And I told you, end the separation. Hey, Saffron, we'll have to chat. So yes, here we have that she wants to end this separation. But she's got to be really careful not to see any of the distortion that was there in the past. That's what she's protecting herself in her headspace. Now, let's look at the heart. Top of the deck for the heart space. She's protecting herself. She is successful right now, but she's got her guard up. She may have to make a decision. That might be what the internal struggle is about. She might have to make a decision. There are a lot of knights here. Maybe there are multiple offers because the niggling feeling here is this Knight of Cups energy. But for sure, Divine Feminine is being very guarded about this success. She's like, I feel like things are gonna work out with my masculine. It's 8:55 on the clock. I feel like things are actually gonna work out. But I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to lie to myself about this. But I think it's gonna happen. And she knows she needs to make some kind of a decision to either like really allow this offer to come in or not. And right now she just feels like she needs to just be really tuned into her heart and just kind of trust. There's peace that comes with the 2 of Swords, and it also comes with the 6 of Wands. So there's peace that's coming right now that's going to end this mental struggle. And it's coming in the form of this offer of love, abundance, prosperity. This Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this withholding energy, this is what caused the 10 of Swords. That's right. Now we have 3 10 of Swords, 3 8 of Swords. A lot of nervous system stuff going on. A lot of like people getting excited. Yeah. So, oops, that goes here. So this withholding energy, this perfectionism, this is what has kept her stuck. And this person that has withheld communication, offers, etc., this has kept them stuck. This is what has kept her focused on the separation. But remember, she's ending that focus. She's not focusing on that anymore. That's why this is in the past placement. This is what she's been thinking about. Who's she protecting herself from? Oh my God, I can't fucking make it up. This Six of Cups. I think someone just got into a car accident outside. It didn't sound too serious, but interesting that happened at this moment. She's protecting herself from this car crash. I literally posted a David Bowie song getting into the same car crash the other day. But this is different. This is very different energy. This is, she wants to stop protecting herself from this past connection by protecting herself from the past thoughts about it. Because there's a deep connection here. There's a deep love here that she feels. And she wants to experience that without anything that's happening from the past. And she feels, oh my God, I want to cry. The Emperor in reverse is healed. She's healed this energy within herself of stubborn rigidity, of controlling energy. I mean, again, remember the burn on my arm here? Healing, right? This is healing. This is ongoing. There's always this balancing that's going on through temperance and the feminine tuning into that. Her wishes being poured in from the unconscious into the material. But she also, I think, wants to reveal her feelings to her divine masculine that she may have been afraid of or protecting herself from. Because she wants to cautiously, slowly and carefully, not recklessly, return to the masculine energy. Oh my God. Confirmed by this, holy shit, Three of Cups, which is being fucking clarified by the Six of Swords, which we got, where did we get it? For the masculine energy, she wants to reunite with this masculine energy because she is no longer focused on the illusion of separation and she feels fully enlightened. This is the end of the spiritual journey to a certain extent. I mean, it never really ends, but this is the moment, this enlightenment that the divine masculine experienced over here on his side. There it is. And the end of separation for the masculine and sacred union. There it is. She wants sacred union. She wants to end separation. She wants to have faith and trust in this reunion, to believe that she can have what she wants, what she's asked for. And she feels happy. Really. This one. Alrighty. Let's go look at the oracles. Divine masculine, you right now are in the shadow attributes of the poet, which is turning a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. I think you're just not communicating directly. You're using other people's words to communicate your feelings. And you want to come into the light, which is to express soul insights in symbolic language of your own. And there's peace. Look at the words bring peace. Your words spoken directly from your mouth bring peace to this feminine energy. So fix that and you're golden. Saint Teresa of Lisieux, this is my family saint. She is here with you to help you in this steady progress. Have been making steady progress. She's like kind of coming here to offer you just recognition, like seeing you for the steady progress that you made and supporting you as you continue to make this steady progress. The mindset that would really help you right now is my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Now, we've never gotten this card before, and I've had this deck for quite a while, so that's significant to me. That, and also it has the sun and moon on there. My faith, which you do have here. We talked about how your faith, the healing that was going on with this maternal energy. So whatever trauma happened to you from this maternal energy, that your faith has the power to turn that trauma into healing, that conflict into growth, and the fear that you have into the love that you feel for the truly divine feminine. Look at, it's a healed tree. Like, I can't fucking make this shit up. I just can't. I can't. Oh my God. As much as I do need time to pursue music and take care of myself and get all this shit that I need to get done, I am going to miss doing these readings every single day with you. I am going to miss it. But 3 days a week is fine. Okay. Your justice is here, divine masculine. Whatever injustice has been done is now balanced. And because of that, you have the ability to bring this energy into the relationship and balance the scales here with the feminine. I can't make it up. Have faith in your dreams. Just have faith. That's all you need to do. The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This is another have faith. This is like the Hierophant card for the feminine here. She can have faith because she's been training for this for lifetimes. And so can you, divine masculine. You are absolutely ready for this now. Don't be afraid. Be at home. I love this message. What did I do with the book? Almost. I have, okay, so all my Oracle decks, I basically like stack them on top of each other in like a tower. And then I put that on top of the empty boxes that I have here. It's quite precarious. I like to live dangerously. All right, Wombat Spirit, be at home. Today's a good day. You know, I've never really celebrated a Valentine's Day more than like once. It was like years ago. I think years and years ago. All right, be at home. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. I love that energy. I reintroduced coconut oil back into my hair care regimen. It looks so good today. I had just like gotten lazy about doing it. Like I usually once a week, I just like soak the ends of my hair in coconut oil, and I do like a hair treatment from, what's the company? Vegamore or something. I get like they have like a scalp tonic, and I use that. And now my hair smells nice and looks nice for once. It is brushed. All right, Divine Masculine, this is your theme for this week. It's 55 on the clock right now. Queen of Wands for you and precision. And I like this very direct, like precise movement that this card has in it. It's also the 69 card, which goes with our songs we got today. Thank you for saying I'm gorgeous. I feel gorgeous today. Oh, let me get the correct book. 69. The precision card is an indication that problems related to the matter in question are the result of either too much or too little precision, or too little focus on precision. Our desire for precision can help us identify and clarify our intentions, thereby making them simpler to comprehend and easier for us to attain. You cannot make things the way you want them to be without knowing precisely how you want them to be. In the creative process, having that kind of precise vision is a perfect starting point. Care must be taken, however, that the desire for precision does not devolve into a rigid, picky attitude that stifles creativity. Precision can be invaluable in predicting and dealing with course corrections when the inevitable, unforeseen circumstances arise in response to your actualizing of your original plan. Precision is the clearest indication of mastery. I thought it said mystery at first. Mastery. What's really interesting is the thing that was bothering the masculine, the thing where he's like, cut it out. It's like cutting it out, being so precise on how he wants to give this offer to the feminine. Literally, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's been so long that it doesn't matter. In his mind, it's the opposite. In his mind, he thinks, oh, it's been so long that I have to do this perfectly. And it's the exact opposite. It's like, it's been so long that if you showed up in a broke ass Hyundai with some Zanku chicken, we would be Gucci, right? In fact, that would be ideal. So the Queen of Wands is about vision. So having that vision, having clarity and holding the vision, but then releasing the tendency towards perfectionism that we saw Divine Feminine working on her side of things. All right, now let's go over to Divine Feminine and help her out. Light attributes. Okay, Divine Feminine, girl, you're in the light attributes of the beggar, which I love because I was like almost crying this morning, like I don't want to be a beggar. And then I was like, wait, I don't have to be. I can just stop giving away shit for free and begging for money. That's literally, I don't have to do that. I can just not do that. I don't have to be a beggar anymore. So confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival and awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Good for you, Divine Feminine. This is overcoming that 5 of Pentacles energy. And then you're getting the light attributes of the priest, which is facilitates spiritual commitments and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Now, how much did I need to see this? Because I told you that my resistance to reducing the amount of free content that I provide came from the fact that I felt like I'm a healer and I'm supposed to do it for free. And I have this, hang up about receiving money for something that I'm doing. Yet I'm shown right now that it is confronting the empowerment at the level of physical survival that facilitates spiritual commitments. If I don't confront my financial state, I can't go out and make this record. I can't do fucking anything. Nothing. I could go buy a few things at the grocery store right now. A few things. That's all I could do today. If I don't confront, or if I didn't confront it this morning. I did confront it this morning. When you confront something, usually you get your payoff right away. So I know I'm going to be feeling fine, but have to confront that in order to facilitate your spiritual commitments. It's not the other way around. It's not like, no, I have this spiritual commitment that I just completely give myself to everybody for free. That's not your commitment, bro. You are serving as a channel of spiritual energy, but you have value in that process, and you're not meant to be begging here. That's not the plan, Stan. That's not why all the fun stuff was made for you to enjoy. Your guardian angel is here to support you in sleep. Either you've been sleeping too much or you need more sleep. This is also about receiving insight in dreams, and it's reminding me of this period of rest that the masculine's heart space has been feeling. This is also just a feeling right now I'm getting that's like rest. Like I realized today, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have so many more hours to do other things. So many more hours to myself. I'm going to be able to rest, and I'll be so much more creative because I will have this space for it. So your guardian angel supporting you in that feeling. This mindset will help you. Look who it is. It's the hummingbird. And it says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free that I am. I was giving away a lot of things because I didn't have faith that the content that I was making would garner income. The record industry convinced musicians that it was perfectly acceptable to give your music away for free. They did that reluctantly, but the thing is, they were already making musicians do that anyway. They were taking most of the profit for themselves. So it restructured the way that music is consumed and valued. But our dialogue, our inner dialogue, is that we went from having, like, you know, it was really difficult to get your music heard. But when you did, you could potentially make a lot of money. But most of the time you wouldn't. That was like the original thing. Now you have access to a lot of different distribution methods so you can get your music heard, but you're expected to do that for free. So you have to change the idea that what you do is not valued. I am valuable. I have value. How is it possible that I create this much value in the world? That's the affirmation you want to pull in. Closure. Divine Feminine, I feel that you have closure right now in a way you haven't had it in the past. There's an acceptance, a feeling of acceptance that's very much like, you know, whether I hear from this person or not, I know my truth. I know where I stand. And that's what's important to me. It's not really important to me anymore that I know so much what happened, because I understand that what happened was for me, not to me. And if you don't feel the way that I just said, that's something you want to try to cultivate within yourself. You are getting this advice from the new moon in Pisces, which is meditate and contemplate. If you haven't been meditating, you really want to meditate at this point, and maybe start to journal after the meditation some of the things that occur to you while you are in meditation. Sometimes people think they are not doing meditation correctly because they think of things. That's first of all, there's no real correct way to do it. You know. But when you think of things, you can write it down, and that will start to help you see that some of the things that come up during meditation, even if it seems like you're distracted, they're actually revealing some things to you. Divine Feminine, you're getting the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Now, remember, that was what we needed to be honest with ourselves. What are you clinging on to? For me, I'm clinging on to some of the past thoughts I have about the masculine energy. I can feel myself doing it. I can feel myself being like, I don't know if he's really going to do anything. I don't know. I don't know if that's really going to happen. So that's, I know personally what I need to release, some of the old thoughts. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to look at the thoughts I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't think he's really going to do that. That's about being chosen. That's about being chosen, prioritized, respected, honored. So I'm going to say my affirmations. I am chosen. I am always chosen. I have always felt chosen. And how can I be this chosen? How can I be this unique that people always want to choose me? Like, I'm going to try to let go of this idea that the masculine is going to choose fear over love. Because that's my fear. I know that my masculine loves me, but I'm afraid that he's going to choose fear over love. And when I choose fear, I'm choosing fear over love. God damn it. Groundhog spirit. Time to let go. Have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality? Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog spirit has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past. So allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring and endings always give birth to beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way. For that, God, please take that advice. Let yourself feel your, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. This is literally the final outcome here. Let go of that pain, 10 of Swords, so you can experience this fucking joy you want. Just have faith in it. God damn. Here's your theme, Divine Feminine. Oh my God, I love it. It's the motherfucking 8 of Swords. That is 4 decks and 4 8 of Swords cards today. And it's coming out with this beautiful card that says Sacred Space. Use beautiful art, music, and creativity of all kinds to put you into a sacred space. But what I am thinking about, Divine Feminine, when I cast a circle, which is a healthy boundary, I say, I cast a circle around myself to protect me and my loved one's health. I cast the circle around this place to create a sacred space. I cast the circle around my home or wherever I may roam. And that protects me as I go about my business. This is what I feel that you are being told to do. Cast your circle. Create that sacred space. Create that safety within a healthy boundary. But remember this 2 of Swords in your heart space? There it is right here. And what is the decision regarding the 6 of Swords? Moving on, moving in, moving up. So if you create a sacred space inside of your head where you've released that 10 of Swords, the over mentalizing, that is where you will experience this security that you've always been seeking outside of yourself. It's really within. It's really within yourself. and release this tendency to block what you desire by your fear because of the past, your fears from the past. So let me read this Sacred Space card to you. This is number 50. The Sacred Space card is an indicator you should make a separate place for creativity in your home as well as in your heart and mind. Ideally, it should be a place where you can lock the door and work undisturbed. If that is not possible, a dedicated workspace of any kind is needed. Selecting this card can also be a reminder of the dichotomy that every space is sacred, and yet the creative person actively endeavors to acknowledge this spiritual truth by making some spaces seem a bit more sacred than others. An important part of living creatively is being able to hold two seemingly opposite concepts by appreciating what is true about each of them and not allowing their apparent conflict to nullify their truth. Wow. So study hall got it. Yeah, study hall, absolutely. 100. Okay, let's see. Now we are at that moment where we are going to close the reading with the oracles for both masculine and feminine. These are the things that you are in union in regards to. Let me just give you a few announcements. If you were not here at the very beginning of the live, I'm just going to repeat for those of you that missed it, that this will be the only collective YouTube live reading I will be doing for free from now on. On Mondays, I will do the collective tune-in. If you want to see the Tell Me Everything spread that I'm going to do once a week, and either the obstacles removed or the release and rebuild spread, I'm going to alternate them. You must become a member. So click the link below to become a member of the site. All the information is down below. It's only $3.33. And otherwise, you can catch me live with Gray Strega on Sundays. This weekend, we'll probably have a lot of activity. We'll probably be live a few different times. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. So stay tuned. Definitely follow us on Instagram and TikTok in order to be part of any lives that might happen while we're together. But going forward, I will probably be still doing spontaneous lives occasionally on TikTok, and I will be doing the TikTok 3-minute readings. But this is my very only free reading that will happen this week for the collective. And I do appreciate those of you who already support me. And I thank you to any of you who choose to support me further. All of your help is allowing me to survive. So I really do appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And I shall see you. If you're a member, I'm probably going to see you on, it's going to be Fridays and Saturdays, and then Sundays for everybody else. So members, you're going to see Tell Me Everything spread will probably happen on Saturday, and Fridays will be the release and rebuild or the obstacles removed spread, depending. All right, that is that. Hey, guess what? You both have to face the shadow attributes of the addict. Compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So there's still some addictive pattern that you're both having to actually confront and recognize. So you probably know what this is. It's time to confront that. I've really confronted a lot of my addictions. It's been good, but difficult. St. Catherine of Alexandria is here to support you in marriage. This is commitment to something. This is vows, like the Hierophant card, sacred vows, and in being in union. So you can pray to St. Catherine for help or aid right now. She's absolutely supporting you in this energy. Here is the mindset that will help you get through this time. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So I actually, seeing this in reverse today is making me feel like this is something of the past. This is something you fully integrated. You now understand that you're not taking these things personally anymore, and that's really supporting you. Wow. Protection. Do you see this? This is, oh, thank you so much. You have my support. Thank you very much for saying that, M. Schaffner. Protection coming up again. The 8 of Swords coming up 4 times. So you are divinely protected. There's no need to protect yourself. You're divinely protected. I mean, you should protect yourself with healthy boundaries at all, always, but you don't need to be over protective. The divine has got your back, okay? The universe has your back. This is like the 10 of Swords in reverse, the end of separation, the end of a tough cycle. It says approaches, but when I get a reversal on these cards with timing, I turn that into now. So the illusion of separation is over. We saw the 10 of Swords in reverse 3 times. 4 times if you count that card. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level and deep healing. Wow, 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 wow. I feel like this sense that we really are starting to believe that we are healed and that we are healing and that we can still do all the things we want to do in the process of healing, right? It's like when you break your bone, like let's say you break your arm and you have to wear a cast. And so you can't use the arm the way that you normally would use it at first. Time passes, the bone's set, it's better, you can take the cast off. Now you just really need to go gently with it, be careful with it. Eventually, you actually need to work it out. You need to actually do a lot of physical therapy to get the arm back into shape. You need to practice moving it. You need to get it going. That's what the healing process is like. If you don't get into a relationship, how are you going to start practicing the healing that you've done? So don't protect yourself from these potentials to be in union. You got so much stuff about faith and trust today. This is trust in the magic. White Raven Spirit, and it's 66. The hell? The Lovers twice. Are you being distracted by the illusion of a chaotic universe? Deep in your heart, you know the world is full of magic, and White Raven has appeared to remind you that the ways of the world can cause spiritual amnesia. Stay awake and alert, for Spirit wants you to enjoy the miracles all around you. Remember, the evidence of divine order can be seen everywhere. Ask for a sign and it shall be yours. Synchronicities happen all the time. So if you are in a time of challenge and feeling cynical, all you need to do is ask for a reminder. White Raven will appear to reassure you that all of this is leading to something better, for magic is in the wind. Alrighty, the final cards you need to focus on. Wow, a lot of feminine energy today. You're getting the Queen of Pentacles up and accomplishment. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. So instead of thinking about past failures, Divine Feminine, think about your past accomplishments. I've been really focused on how I didn't make enough money in January. Instead of thinking with my website, with my business, instead of thinking about how in August, which was the first full month that my website was up, I was able to support myself, and that increased each month. August, it was $100 more in September, $100 more in et cetera, until we hit January, and the bottom fell out. But up until that, my past accomplishments should make me feel very confident in my ability to feel like I have abundance and prosperity all around me, that I can nurture these creations that I'm making, designing, rather than focus on the things that have gone wrong just recently in the last month. We focus on how honestly really stable my business actually is. You know, everything goes like this. I'm still here, right? I must be doing okay. So, yes, really, really embrace that you have accomplished things before and you're going to do it again. And your self doubt is a little bit ridiculous, honestly, right? Just a little ridiculous. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I feel like there's something I was just going to say. Something about Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles, nurturing past accomplishments. Dang it, I don't remember. Okay. Well, let me just wrap up now. It's 9:33 on the clock. Hey, this wasn't even too long today. Pretty good. All right, so I will be seeing everybody who is a member again on Friday for the Tell Me Everything spread. I feel like that's a fun Friday treat, actually. And then Saturday is going to be the release and rebuild, or the obstacles removed. Because I think Tell Me Everything is like, you're going out, you want to hear what your person has to say. So that's going to be Friday. You can catch me on TikTok, of course, during the week. Tomorrow's my day off. If you book a reading, that's what I was going to say. If you'd like to book a reading right now, there is a discount. You can type the lovers 222 all caps and receive 22% off of one of the services, any of the services on my site. And it's actually an unlimited coupon, so you can purchase more than one thing. You can purchase a larger reading and a smaller reading, and still get 22% off of anything that you purchase. It's of course over today though, so I guess it doesn't make sense because you just purchased it all together. But regardless, you can use that each time. Thank you, Saffron, for putting that for me. So please use that for 22% off. If you do need a deeper discount, please don't be intimidated. Just ask me. I will do my best to accommodate you. We can find a place to meet. And consider also the weekly or monthly or bi-weekly spiritual counseling sessions, which do involve cards, but really are more about helping you and like in whatever you need, helping to support you spiritually and pursuing your passions in terms of like tuning into your intuition, etc. That's available too. So just hit me up about anything that you might feel you want support in, and we can find a way to accommodate you. I think that is everything. So again, I'll see you Friday for the Tell Me Everything spread. That feels so weird to me, but I'm going to get used to it. And also Friday, I'm supposed to go to Vegas. So I might see you Thursday. It depends on my plane ticket. If it's a little bit later, then I'll do it on Friday, but otherwise I'll do it Thursday. So that is all. Take care. I shall see you Thursday. Have the best day today.